Yep.
So, no, you don't.
No.
We are kicking off a little bit late, but we will go ahead and get rolling with it. So, to recap, last week you escaped from, well, all of those of you who were in jail escaped from jail with the help of a friend and with the
A friend.
assist. A friend, yes. Why would you not consider him a friend? He works for your benefactor, and he came to help you.
I didn't even know his name.
Sometimes friends can be anonymous.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. No Name. Trust me. Don't mention me to anyone. So we're only friends like this, not to other people, all right?
Yeah.
He's gonna be like the mysterious stranger in the Fallout series.
No,
But,
because he didn't come in and save our ass when we were under fire.
Ow. He doesn't always show up.
That's a die roll each time.
But you escaped, also with a little bit of help from the distraction of the boiler works exploding.
You're welcome.
Actually, now we know that wasn't you.
Yeah, I know.
Well, we know, but our characters don't.
The characters do not know.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
So
Because your character basically said, "I did that," and we went, "What the fuck, dude?"
Yeah, I said I just unscrewed some bolts and stuff. I didn't say I caused the explosion.
See, now, the thing is you worded it wrong. You should have said, that was probably caused by some loose bolts.
Yeah.
Yeah. that may or may not have had anything to do with me.
Maybe
You
my head,
escaped?
maybe someone else's.
During the escape, you found a couple magic items, a rug and a lamp. You took them back to your, to the newly claimed rot farm.
Spore farm.
Spore farm. Sorry, you already had a rot farm. Now you have a spore farm.
Oh, you're an entrepreneur now.
Yep.
You're expanding by killing the residents of whatever you want to
Hey,
take.
to be
That's
fair,
kind of how the Golgari do it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to kill them. Jerry did.
Sure, blame the
I was-
Rakdos. You brought the Rakdos to a business negotiation.
You just claimed their land after he killed them.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the Golgari thing to do.
Yeah.
It's
You had a
recycling.
lot of
Exactly.
you had a lot of discussion over the lamp, a lot of debate, and then your benefactor, Narcissus Ven, showed up for a bit of a conversation with you. Explained a bit of a situation. Explained why he had not given you any documents, and reminded you all that you are now fugitives, but also indicated that he could probably sort that out, but only after you've done the next step of your mission for him. Does anyone remember what he wanted you to go do?
Yes, I wrote it down. A
To
notepad.
check on the foreman at his office away from the boil works to see if he's involved with the renegade Izzet that we found at the hidden lab.
Yes.
And this is the foreman with 3 or more personalities.
Read that
Yep.
we know of.
Yeah.
Hang on, I have it here. New mission. It's Molotov. It's working with Adaz Delcourt. I can't pronounce his name. And we were not supposed to turn him over to Asarius in case he's guilty, because that's paperwork. And 68 people died in the boiler works explosion.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them was named James.
Yes, it was. And then, after the discussions over the lamp and the discussions with your benefactor, you all headed off your separate ways to take care of some personal matters before agreeing to reconvene the afternoon of the following day. You headed off, and some of you did some checking in with your superiors, Some of you did some shopping. Jury performed in a blood carnival.
Do I need to roll for my stuff?
You do, yes. You need to roll me a tinkering check.
Cool. Is it dexterity because I know how this works and I don't need to figure it out, just do it?
Correct. You just need to actually do it.
Awesome.
And you managed to repair it, no problem.
Awesome. I got my balls back.
Only one.
Hey, you only need one good one. Quality before quantity.
Yep.
So it's big.
One big one. Yeah.
Okay.
While
Do
you
I
were
have time to
separated,
make another one in the meantime, or is that...
not in the meantime, not
Okay,
in
okay.
half a day. No, it would take
Okay,
you a
cool.
couple days.
Sure.
After you all broke up, Velen also headed off and did a little bit of his own thing.
I knew we should have buried that thing under peat moss.
Who's Pete Moss?
That was my first instinctual reaction, but then I thought, oh, moss. Alright. I'm not sure what the peat moss is, though, still.
By the way, can I retcon the thing where I sent 100 gold to Quarth? Because he
Okay.
isn't dead. I rewatched it, and he's not dead, he's just injured. So why would I send him money?
Because he can't work now, so he needs the money to support for a little while.
Well, he has workers'
No,
comp.
you retconned it so that you sent 100 gold to Technician James' family because James died.
No, because James is divorced and has no children.
Ah,
I write
okay.
down this shit, Casey. Quarth's children's names is Amber, Jor, and Shella.
Yeah, he just can't work.
Jorth is 14, Amber's 9, and
So you're
Shella's
saying
4.
Jorth has to go to work? Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying. He's old enough, alright? Just put on my hat and go down the lubrication tubes.
That sounds like a metaphor for something completely different.
Is it alright if I retcon that, or...
Yeah, I'm fine if you retcon that. Yeah.
We're doing Ash, or right?
I have a gag in my inventory.
Hmm?
I have a gag in my inventory.
You do, yes.
Yes, at one point we gagged you, remember?
Oh, right. Yeah, alright. Yeah, okay.
Is it a ball gag?
Well, I didn't specify. I can...
Well, you do have a working ball now that could be put onto the gag.
Oh, shit, I wrote something to it.
I'm surprised you only have one gag. So, the following day, at the appointed time, the three of you show up at the meeting place.
Where are
Right.
the others?
Well,
I'm sure Velen right now is explaining exactly our plot and our whereabouts for some authorities, and Jury is killing those authorities. So,
Looks like
That's
Tim's
my
a
guess.
no-go at all.
well, I suppose Jury's out killing something. Not sure what Velen's doing.
Out of curiosity, who took the carpet?
I don't think... Yeah.
Sorry, who did?
I believe we hadn't resolved that yet.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
I mean, we're meeting back at my spore farm, so
yeah. We can talk about it. So, what are we doing with the other things here? Like, oh, by the way, the bars, those had magical properties too. Can someone remind me what they were? Basically the thing containing the shackles.
You mean the chains?
Yeah.
One was a binding chain as well as disguising it. That was the one in the lamp. This one is a binding chain as well as suppressing whatever intelligence this thing has.
That's awesome.
So, what are we doing with this thing? We might as well resolve that before we leave.
Right,
We'll give the others time to catch up.
I mean, can't we just use it as a case by case like basis?
It's sentient.
The chain?
Sentient smanky.
No, the
have
carpet.
Have you
Oh,
unchained the carpet?
No,
No.
Right. Okay. So it's still yeah.
All
the
right.
carpet is sentient. Which
Oh, yeah,
means if we take it out of the chain, it might run and we will never get it back in the chain.
If we do it in cellar, though, it's difficult for it to get out. And we can
Cellar
talk to
has a hole in it.
Is it
Well-
not possible to try to identify or learn more about it before we...
I've already
It's a-
done that.
It's a flying carpet, so that's
It's a
very
flying
nice to have.
carpet that's sentient. It won't tell me anything about its personality.
All right. Well, and at the moment, this sentience is suppressed.
Because of the chains, yes.
Yeah.
Could have the mentality of a puppy dog. Could have the mentality of Rakdos itself.
Well, don't
That would be a
enjoy
badass
that.
carpet.
Mhm.
That would be a badass carpet.
Right. How big is the hole in the ceiling in the cellar?
We burned the house down.
Yeah, but I think there was still like a trap door or something. I don't think the entire foundation gave out, because otherwise the lab beneath would have been destroyed, which it wasn't.
No, the cellar is all that survived of the house.
Oh, okay.
The house which was above the cellar was destroyed completely. And there's
Yeah.
a hole in the roof of the cellar that leads out into the caves.
Okay, so there's a house-sized hole.
Basically, yeah.
Okay, never mind then. I thought there was a smaller hole in the floor.
Well, the hole is probably about 10 by 5.
Big enough for it to fly out of.
Right, I mean, maybe we should just find somewhere indoors and just release it and talk to it. And I don't know about you, but I don't think a carpet could have done anything that bad anyhow. So if it's like, oh, I want to be free, I'm fine with that. But if it's like, want to help out, I'm fine with that also.
I mean,
Yeah.
we could take it back to my shack.
I'm here.
Hey, what's up?
Welcome back.
Great timing.
I'm not sure how the carpet would be able to communicate, though. Does it have any sort of mouth?
We
Right.
don't know.
I mean, you haven't even unlocked it to unroll it
Yeah.
yet, so you
Yeah.
have no
So-
idea.
Some sentient things can communicate telepathically. Some can write. We don't know.
I mean, I don't see the point with speculating. We can just, take it somewhere and find out.
So I will say that as the rest of you are kind of having this conversation about the others being late, you see Jury walking up. He's only about 10 minutes late.
So hot outside.
We're in the swamp. How can it be hot outside?
I took like the quickest shower of my life. Still wet.
Just be honest. You don't have any pants on. We're fine with that. Just don't stand up.
Swamps are
Why do you think I
supposed to be
sat
moist,
down
though,
before I
so
turned my
it's-
camera
You say that though, Madman, as if you think he's the only one in that situation.
It's a very kinky
Here.
thing here.
Let me show you.
and suddenly the thing got R-rated.
And demonetized.
Yep. Banned from YouTube.
All right.
So what was
We're
the
talking-
recap?
We're talking
so I-
about what to do about the carpet.
I say sell it.
So
mean-
continuous
Thing is-
enslavement.
The thing is, when I knew it was a flying carpet the moment I saw it was bound,
Mhm.
but I'm like, Jared would be like, oh, I could use that for my show.
You fly in with style.
No, use it to fly the person up towards the top of like the tent and drop them, and then have it fly down and catch them, and then do that over and over and over and over again.
Until you miss.
Pretty much. Well, and then what I would do is I would like line my greatsword up and act like a batter's box and have him fall, and then try to hit the head to try to decapitate him on the fall down.
Well, I'm not completely against the idea of selling it, but it might be of better use to someone who can ascertain whether this intelligence is worth keeping, so to speak.
We won't know until we
Oh.
let it out.
Right.
Yeah.
I would like just to study it and find out if I can make more intelligence.
me-
Maybe I can give life to my pencil.
Yeah, I think there are some of my guildmates who are already onto that project.
Zederic feels a sudden whack.
It would write amazing stuff. Just imagining it, you try to write down like a poem, and suddenly it's writing you like a check instead.
By the way, whatever fell on your end, Casey, perfect timing.
Yeah.
I know.
Huh. I just started picturing is it creating like sentient Mysium clouds or something?
They already do that.
Alright.
Yeah.
But I can make my own.
Yeah,
I'm more
so
concerned about him making his little bounce ball sentient.
Yes.
You get a
And-
new
and now
creature
that
type,
idea.
ball-bearing swarm.
You say that, and Cedric's face just go.
You can
But I
take it
cannot-
back to my shack at my rot farm. It's not going to be easily able to escape there. We can figure out what's going on with it there.
Right.
Because this thing is sentient. So just selling it and then not doing anything about the fact that it is sentient feels like selling something into slavery. And I'm
Right,
not
right.
okay with that.
No. We should deconstruct it and put it into
No.
my ball, just as you said. It was a
No.
great idea. Let's go do it! And he
Whack.
walks out the door.
To be fair, the Orzhov do have a thriving slave trade.
We do have some holding cells in the Simic Guild.
Eh,
and
well,
the same with Rakdos too.
So,
Different
you can always
uses.
do it there if you'd like.
I would rather not do this in an immediate guild area because, all we need is for it to get out and cause havoc, and then we're in even more trouble than we're already in.
yeah, let's just go to a shack and figure this out. And on the way there, maybe we should figure out how to approach this whole foreman business.
Yep.
Like, should we bag and tag him? Should we infiltrate and insinuate and do other 80 things? Or
When
should
you
we-
said,
Oh yeah.
when you say, when you mention infiltrating, Dovin just kind of looks at Zederic and Jury and just shakes his head.
Jury smiles at you.
I
Hey,
love
now.
the fact that now you're talking about planning ahead.
That's
You know,
not
it
our
only-
strong suit so far.
It only took you blowing
Getting
up
locked up.
a utility and then getting thrown in jail.
We didn't do that.
Think. Okay, it only took you aiding and abetting in blowing up a major utility and then getting locked in jail.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, I'll get my terms right. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so I guess we're going to shack and...
Yep.
I mean,
That's literally, we go to my shack and I undo the chains.
Everyone roll me everyone just roll me a d20 or stealth. Whichever you let me know which one you'd rather roll.
stealth. in
I
that case.
mean,
I'd
Yeah,
rather roll
stealth.
stealth if I can.
Oh, that's on disadvantage. Oh yeah, because I have split mail. For some reason,
For some reason.
Dovin, that was bad.
Yeah.
Most dwarves are actually quite stealthy.
Hang on.
I just
Do I-
rolled really low.
Do I only have 28 max HP? Holy shit.
no.
Oh, do you?
Apparently.
Wait, no.
I have 36.
What's your con?
1 plus 1.
And we've always taken average. Right?
No, I rolled.
Yeah, so you probably do.
Yeah.
Because the max you can get is 7 per level. So max you could have is what, 30?
Yeah.
Yeah, 35.
35.
You come here with math at me? Boy, what the
Don't
fuck
maths
do you
on stream.
Don't math. Don't try to math Mr. Ginger's sword.
want? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not crystal math.
Shut up, guys. You're not funny. Stop
Okay, so
Yeah, sorry.
So, as you are heading back, Jury and Dovin, roll me perception.
18. All right, cool.
Potion of
You guys
healing.
No, I was making sure it was working.
20.
Okay. Both of you notice, as you're kind of making your way, trying to blend
Downtown, walking
in,
fast.
a pair of Boros officers kind of taking notice of you and kind of one of them nudging the other, kind of and pointing in your direction.
Oh, I gotta die.
You have time to try to do something. They're probably 100 feet away from you.
Just keep walking casually.
Okay. Each of you roll me just a dexterity roll.
Uh-oh. Not a save. Just a...
No, just a check.
Really?
And no, Zedric. I only meant the two that.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Failed.
sorry. Yeah, sorry.
I want to know what I did to piss roll 20 off.
I mean, to be fair, you have a cane. So you're not very dexterous.
Mm-hmm.
Jury, will you roll me yours?
Dexterous.
I did. I got a 9.
Oh, sorry, I missed it. Yeah. So the two of you kind of head off through the crowds, and a couple minutes pass, and you hear behind you, "Excuse me, sirs. Could you stop a moment?"
If I stop moving, gonna have to kill you.
Are you threatening us?
The minute that comes out of Curie's mouth, he's like, Dovin's just like,
Why? I turn around, my blood-stained armor, Rakdos symbol showing proudly.
Roll me intimidation.
31, nat 20.
Oh, damn. They're like, do you know who you're talking to? And you're like, do you know who you're talking to? Like, ah.
You turn around and you see them both kind of flinch. And one of the guys looks at the other one and goes, It is them. It is the escapees. And the other guy looks at him and goes, "It's the oh shit!" And they both turn and run.
Fuck.
And you hear them screaming for reinforcements.
It has the opposite effect.
Move quickly.
Do we hear this? See this?
Oh yeah, you two. The other two of you hear this now.
I guide everyone down into the Undercity.
Yep. Move
As-
quickly.
As Raktus.
Actually, we never would have had to be topside.
You were originally meeting
At my
topside.
spore farm.
Okay,
No.
no, I thought you said you were meeting up top.
yeah,
top.
because
No.
but we can't get to
Yeah,
your
but we
spore
can't
farm
get
without
to
you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Without
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
fine. I just guide everyone into the Undercity. Let's
Yeah.
just.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the thing, is you didn't think they'd be able to find their way back,
That's
but
right.
you were meeting up top to head back down.
Cedric just gives a very sarcastic applause to Yuri. Great job. Very good.
Thank you.
Impressive.
And he does a very
Get in the sewer, guys. Just get in the sewer.
Just
Oh
get it.
yeah. Everyone, we're going down the sewers. I
Yay.
hope no one
Whack.
sees us.
And yeah, you do make it down into the sewers before they get back with reinforcements.
Why does it always have to be the sewers?
It's not like the Rakdos spend much time in more light places.
Isn't Roxmati also in the Undercity?
Yeah. Not specifically the sewers, but the Undercity.
It's just
So-
it's easier to get to the Undercity through the sewers.
Now we go Undercity to the shack.
To my rot farm,
Yeah,
which
to the
has
rock.
my shack.
You make it the rest of the way without any more trouble.
This is going
And
to be a long.
you do arrive at the rock farm.
Gonna be a long mission. So I lead everyone into the shack. Jerry's just kind of, I imagine, hunched in the corner because he barely fit through my door last time.
Oh yeah, I'm 6'8", 208. Am I 280 pounds? I think I'm probably be more. Being a honky boy, yeah. But I'm a very tall man.
And I am not, so my ceilings are low. So you're just kind of like hunched over.
Yeah, he would honestly just sit outside.
Like,
Yeah, he'll probably sit outside and sharpen his tools and sword and stuff.
So we just hear from outside.
Well, no, it's actually not that loud, but kind of.
They're small tools. So.
Yeah, my torture equipment.
all right, so
Okay.
let's release this thing. Let's close all the doors. And,
Yep.
And put on your friendly phrases, like this.
I just want to say that while we move through the Undercity, I want to do some attempts at hiding our tracks, if possible.
Okay.
So
Roll
even the
me. Is it survival? Yeah, survival.
So even the Gulgari would have a hard time. Never
You hang
mind.
up a couple of neon signs.
They
We
went this way,
yeah.
and it's pointing out a wall.
Yeah.
Escapees this way.
Yeah. They're like, hey, wait
All-
a minute.
All Boros invited.
Yeah.
That's,
I like it.
the Undercity is literally a maze. Unless you know your way around here, you're not getting your way around here.
Yeah, but
Or unless
they might
someone leaves you a trail.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there might be like Boris might
That's
Gulgari
okay.
might help.
That's okay. They try to get to my house. They got to go past the Dead Bridge Goliath.
It's one of those things where it's like, I wonder which way they went. Well, this is the only way where the floor has just been freshly swept down here.
It's
By
like a
trying to
snake
hide
just-
your tracks, you made the tracks more obvious.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
Does your shack have any windows? Let me ask you that.
It does, but I'm gonna lock them. So everyone who doesn't have dark vision is currently blind.
I'll take out my. Uh, I'll charge my my newly working Cedric. Where the fuck is it? Get back to me, ball.
That's the name of the item. The Zedric, where the fuck is it?
Olfheim sap ball. There we go. And I charge it, and it has a 10 feet radius light.
Yeah, so you all see the bouncing lightning ball that he threw in that first combat light up and start glowing in the house with you.
Don't worry, guys. If I don't drop it, it won't
Right.
bounce around. Just kidding. Close one.
Okay, I'm going to trust you guys to interrogate this thing or find out whatever, and I'm going to stay outside, just
What?
patrolling a little bit in case
It's supposed
some
to shake.
burrows come to. Yeah.
Um,
No, I'm not afraid of
I'm,
the ball thing.
It's a nice little ball.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Remembering
unbind the carpet.
Last time
You
we were here,
unbind-
that Narcissus guy had no problem getting entrance, so the burrows might not either.
Mm.
I'm starting to think he might be Demir, or have affiliations with the Demir, which would make sense that he'd be able to find his way around the Undercity.
I don't know.
I unbind the carpet.
You unbind the carpet. As soon as you do, it immediately bolts away from you, starts flying around the room at a breakneck pace.
Dovin's just like, whoa, easy. Easy.
Um,
You're gonna damage my house, and I don't have much of a house to begin with.
Zedric, actually, both of you give me dexterity saves,
Right.
just to see if it knocks into you.
Ugh. Ooh,
Dovin
damn.
just kind of deftly ducks out of the way. Zedric, give me one more dex save to see if you drop the ball when he knocks
Oh
into
no.
No.
Hey, there we go.
you. Oh,
I'm
okay.
not dropping this
You
ball.
managed to hold on to the ball.
I'm not dropping the ball on this one.
That would have been funny. That would have been funny. It's okay unless I drop it. And then as soon as the car
Proceed
comes
to
out,
drop
knocks
it.
you, you drop
Yeah.
it.
It's this there's this slow motion where he falls and it kind of just is in mid air for just half a second as time slows. Just got it. It's fine. Not today, motherfuckers.
The carpet eventually finds a place and curls itself up into a ball beneath your table, as far away from the two of you as it can get.
Right.
You okay under there? You might want to watch out for the spiders.
When you want to pick up the shield tank so we could actually move forward?
You actually see it as you say, spiders kind of rise up, and it almost looks like it's looking around, even though it doesn't have a head. And then it kind of flies off again, and this time tucks itself into the rafters.
Hello.
You might be safer hiding under the bed if you're gonna hide.
What's in our shield?
You can see that it looks around. You can see it moving around as if it's looking.
I point to my little cot.
Well, you can see that it kind of looks towards the doors and then the windows, and then eventually does head under the bed.
There you go.
Right. So
I'm just gonna sit out here. I can
Maybe-
tell that you're scared. We aren't going to hurt you.
Genji behind.
Maybe introductions are in order.
That piece behind you.
He's behind you.
My friend's playing Overwatch.
That's fine.
Yeah, no
Um,
worries.
Chris, maybe you should be word on who's behind you. He's coming closer.
Yes,
No!
because someone can easily get behind me.
Yes, exactly.
Dovin's gonna grab a stool and he's gonna sit down. He's just gonna sit there and goes, "I'm not gonna hurt you. He's not gonna hurt you on purpose."
Yeah, he's
That
kinda
is
right.
it. I'm not gonna hurt you on purpose.
I mean, I would never purposefully.
I would advise staying under the bed if you don't want him to hurt you, but I'm just gonna sit here and talk. So,
It doesn't move.
my name is Dovin.
Your body's on the point.
This guy here with the glowing ball is Zedric.
Hello. Cedric Olfheim. At your service. Well,
We aren't going to hurt you. I'm assuming you are not in a good situation, judging from the fact that we found you bound in chains and you are obviously terrified at the moment.
It kind of sticks out from under the bed just a little bit, and it looks around again, and then it kind of tries to, like, with the tassels on the front of it, like, make a shape, and then kind of...
You're talking about the box?
And then...
The lamp that was in the box?
Oh,
An associate of ours has that, but we haven't seen him today.
Yeah, we thought it was like a. Alright, so maybe we should do some kind of system here. So, yes means yes hands. No means no hands.
Yes means right tassel, no means left tassel. That
His
work for
left
you,
or
buddy?
our left?
His left.
His left. Is that my right?
Oh my god.
Hang on, I'll just turn around and use a mirror, and that way I won't get confused.
Does that work
even
for
though
you?
me-
Like
So what was it? Left is yes.
left is yes, right is no.
It
Okay. I want to point out that for me, that was your right. Mirrored
cameras.
still.
yeah,
Yeah.
mirrors, yeah.
Yeah. Cedric has the same. Well, I don't think he
you
got
were
it.
really confused there for a second, and then you realized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cedric
Yeah.
has a
Oh.
has a mirror, has the same problem.
Okay.
No, actually, Zedric wouldn't have the problem because the mirror would reverse again. And
All right, you're right.
So,
See, now I'm sorry.
so I'm assuming you want to know what's going on with the lamp. Okay. Buddy of ours has it that specializes in the containment and destruction, if necessary, of magical items. If necessary. Okay? We haven't seen him today. I'm trusting that he didn't do anything stupid with it.
Oh, if he were to do something stupid, he would tell us.
No, that
Well,
you already assume he did something stupid with it?
Nah, I mean, yes, a
You
lot
were
of his
assuming
knows,
he probably, what, used it?
Nah, he would never. He's a too good shoes. He would never
Do
do
you
something.
know this for a fact?
I've known him for 2 days already,
Okay,
like a brother,
so
sister maybe.
concern noted, but we have to take it that he's doing the right thing with it until we see him.
Oh, you were talking to the lamp. Not me.
I know.
He wants to find out.
Yes, I know. It's a powerful item. People get greedy. I know what happens.
Brian
But
said-
we have to assume at this point until we know where he is. I know. It's not the most ideal of options. So, but do you understand that we're not going to hurt you? Yes and no. You're undecided. All right.
This is where having cameras makes the game so much easier.
Yeah.
Should you maybe? Oh, I'll just talk to it right away. Just so you know, I don't know if you know, but you were kind of in chains and stuff, and we released you from those chains. The guys who put you in chains are kind of after us too. So, if you fly around a lot, this is why we chose on the track first. Because if you was just to go around, then they would just chain you up again. So we just wanted to prepare you for
It
that.
pulls further under the
eventuality.
bed.
They can't get to here unless they know how to work their way around the tunnels.
Right. I just want to clarify the situation.
You are currently underground. So,
So that means you're not in above the ground.
hang on one sec, guys.
There's his package.
No, that already came. You missed it.
Hmm.
So, there are two others outside. I'm 95% sure they won't hurt you. Try to avoid the big guy in the armor.
Which one?
I'm not a big guy.
I'm a small guy now.
You do have a Boros.
He's not with us.
You're true.
Yeah. So if
Yeah,
we were
when
to-
you say that it pulls, if it could pull anymore, it tries to pull further up under the bed.
He's outside. He's not in here. He's not going to hurt you in here.
In here.
Right, so if we just open up doors and windows here, can we trust that you don't, fuck off?
I know you want to find the lamp,
Right.
but you need to understand that if you fly out of here and the Azorius see you, they're going to put you back in chains.
Right. And even though you seem like a very cool rogue and all that, we won't really stage another saving queue. Like, once enough.
Or you wind up getting lost in the tunnels.
Oh, that's true. I have a friend. We lost him once. Haven't seen him since.
I'm assuming you were guarding the lamp. More like watching over it. Hey, it's Kim.
Hey, finally! Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, a bit echoey, but yeah.
That was fucking painful. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
Yo,
You motherfucker.
Yeah, love you too. The thing is, man, if you didn't work it out
No. We are not on
by
speaking
now,
terms.
you can blame her. Fine. You work it out. I'm blaming you. You should have seen this coming a mile away because you know that. I can understand because they haven't seen me yet in action. You know how much BS I'm up to.
Yeah. I trusted you, and this is how you repay it. Yep.
Sure. You trusted me in the first place.
Sure.
I'm blaming you for this.
Blaming me, bitch.
It didn't stop me.
I love that bard name.
Yeah.
so one of the things I would have taught Velen how to do is how to get to my rot farm
All right.
through
Yeah.
the tunnels.
Yeah.
So basically, you were late for the meeting.
Yeah.
And they've left the meeting place by the time you get there.
Luckily, someone very
you
obviously
do
marked the
because
way.
you are actually Boros, so you would actually be hearing in the area nearby where they met talk of the fact that the escaped criminals from the Boiler Works incident have been sighted in the area.
Oh, great. Okay. It's the end of well then. So they're literally on the run right now. Is what we're saying.
Nah. We're still.
No, we're at my shack right now.
Okay. Yeah.
They did manage to get underground, which you would probably be aware is where they would head, but
Yeah.
the Boros have not yet gotten under there.
Figure that out. Yeah, the Boros. Well, it will take them some time to figure that out as well. So that's fine. I mean, I don't know where everybody is, but I'll be working my way there, I guess.
Yep.
Somehow, some way.
Okay. We will say that you arrived not long after they left, which is why the search is just starting. So you arrive. You arrive probably 15 minutes after, maybe 20 minutes after they did, and
Okay.
you do find Jury and Malgar sat outside of the shack, with all of the doors and windows of the shack sealed closed.
Okay.
Yeah, I would be hidden though.
So it'd literally
Okay,
just
so-
be Jury
So
outside with a
you find
whetstone.
Jury sitting outside the shack, sharpening his
yeah.
sword.
Yep. I'm like,
Jerry,
Mm,
we need to go. I
they're
dodged
busy
the
in
Boros.
there.
I dodged the Boros on the way, but they are coming.
We know.
So why we're still here?
He points inside. Carpet. I don't know.
You led them right to us. Is that what you're saying?
No, I managed to dodge them.
Yeah.
I saw this big sign saying in Boros next direction, and I just followed it, and I ended up here. It's great.
Yeah. You did notice that the tunnels leading this way looked like they'd been swept clean of footprints,
No.
which
So,
was the only clean part of the tunnels.
nothing suspicious about
Hey, I
that.
didn't roll on that one on the survival check.
Yeah.
No, but it was under 10.
Yeah.
And it's funny. The most.
The passive perception picked that up then. Okay, gotcha.
I was sure I had proficiency in survival. Actually, I didn't.
Hey, it's good. You gotta
I
do
should have
stuff
been the one
outside
trying to
your-
hide our tracks because I actually have proficiency in survival.
I'm gonna pop in now. It's like, Yuri, come on. What are you doing? We need to go.
Okay, you open the door. Let me see. Where did you put the lamp after you used it? Let me ask you that.
Back in the
What are you
bag
talking
where it
about,
was.
Casey? He would never use it. Because he told us he wouldn't.
Sorry, Kim, I didn't hear your answer there.
Back in the bag where I had it
Okay.
in the first place.
It's not a bag of holding, though, right? It's just
It's a basic bag.
right.
It's a
You
sack.
said you had a special bag. And it's just a bag.
I do.
But you said special on the side. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Yep.
Jesus Christ.
It is a bag he only uses for cursed items, therefore it is special.
Exactly.
This is my special bag for cursed item. I was like, oh, that's some magical shit.
Pretty
That's
much.
cool. And it's just a
Oh,
special
no.
bag.
It has some really fancy threading and a nice little, golden tassel pull cord.
It's a properly studded bag that will hold it quite nicely.
Yeah, okay. I'll keep
Yeah.
It's
When he
not
opens the door, Dovin turns around, sees him, and goes, "This would be the one who has the lamp."
The carpet, as soon as the door goes to open, before you've even finished saying that, bolts for the door, gets as far as the door as you're finishing that, and swings back around and envelops Velen. And literally wraps itself around you, Velen, and just tackles you to the ground. And you find yourself completely, head to toe. This is a fairly large carpet. Just completely enveloped in this carpet on the ground.
Dovin goes outside and goes, "Hey, whoa.
I'm gonna hi to you too.
And roll me a con save as it is squeezing.
Well, I guess you
Anybody but
gotta die.
Casey, roll a con save for me.
What's the bonus?
Okay, I'll roll you a con save.
Yeah, fine. Casey, roll. It never ends well.
No, it doesn't.
That's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have a +5, so it's not like I can.
24.
Yeah.
You got a 24. Good shit.
Casey, what
Okay,
do you
yeah,
say?
you're fine. It's tight around you, but it's not actually harming you.
Yeah, I'm gonna go like, okay. Hi to you too. I'm gonna try and see if I can wiggle myself out of this thing.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Dovin's gonna go. Hey, let him go. Let him go. We're trying to do this as peacefully as possible. But if you start attacking us, we're going to attack you back.
What you gonna do with
Velen,
the big fat
well, here I'll roll you a perception roll as well.
It's fit then. Yeah, so it's fine.
I'm just picturing it like this burrito blanket.
Okay, with a 17, Velen, you actually realize that as it's squeezing, you realize that it doesn't feel like it's trying to hurt you. You realize that it's squeezing different areas, like it's trying to look for where you might have the lamp on you.
It's patting you down.
Yeah.
Basically, yes.
It's a sneaky bitch.
So, little carpet, if you let me talk, it's in the bloody bag.
At which point, it releases you, dropping you unceremoniously onto the floor, and attempts to wrap itself around the bag, pulling the bag away from you.
I'm gonna like hold it in the other end for a second. And point at the carpet and like a question mark.
Hey, maybe we shouldn't like give a magic lamp to a magic carpet. Maybe it will wish for all of us to become carpets. I don't want to be a carpet, and I will help. Velen
So at this
pull on
point,
the bag.
Velen, you're holding the bag by kind of the top,
I'm helping.
or by like the strap, and the carpet is otherwise completely enveloping the bag, pulling it.
Can I try persuasion to get this thing to calm down?
Try it, yeah. You will be at disadvantage, and while you're rolling your persuasion at disadvantage, Velen, with Zedric's help, is going to need to roll me a strength or a athletics check. So I'll roll.
It's an 11.
Yeah, I rolled that on my sheet there. I think I have +11 and +12.
Yeah, you do. So yeah, you got a 22. So you managed to hold on to it. You can't actually pull it away from the carpet because the carpet is completely enveloping it. So yeah, you're kind of sat holding one end of it while the carpet's holding the rest of it.
Hey, you! Stop it! Stop it! And I'll jump on the carpet like
It kind of starts slapping you with one of the tassels. It's doing no damage, but you've just got these tassels just slapping you.
Can someone tell me what's going on here?
The carpet was watching over the lamp. It's afraid that you used the lamp while you were gone.
No, he would never use it.
I go up to the house and because I'm hearing all this commotion from the inside.
Oh yeah, the
Hey,
door's
this is
open
outside.
now, and you are hearing a lot of commotion.
Yeah.
You see Cedric go, well.
I'm like holding the carpet. I'm not saying it.
I don't know what's going on.
As you get to the door, you see Velen holding on to what actually it looks like he's holding on to a balled up carpet, while Zedric is trying to ride the carpet while the carpet is slapping him. That's the scene you walk in on.
Suddenly he has a cowboy hat also.
Is it hostile? What's going on here? We should probably be relocating in case the Boros are on their way here, as Velen just told me.
No, the Boros.
Yes,
I thought
I was trying. I tried to say that whoever covered your path did a shitty job.
Oh well.
Basically, it's the only place that doesn't have any footmarks. Everywhere else does. You gave them like a crumbs. I tried to fix it on my way in, but I had to dodge the Boros. Come in, let's go.
All
And
right.
it's still pulling.
Yeah.
Someone help me sit on this thing.
So, what are we doing with this carpet? Is it hostile? What's going on here?
It wants the lamp.
Okay.
Why don't we just give it to him and done with it?
I've got no issue with that.
I
Have
don't
you
want to be a carpet.
found? Have you been able to communicate with it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically
lamp.
yes or no questions.
Left is right. Right.
Left is yes, right is no.
Either is left or right is yes, and the other one is no.
Left is right, and yes is no.
Yes.
Left
That's
is
it.
yes,
Okay.
right is no.
Okay. I'm looking at the carpet, and so carpet. Are you actually originally a carpet, or have you been cursed or something?
The
Yes or
carpet
no?
the
Yes
carpet
or
is-
no?
The carpet has three of its tassels entangled in the bag, and is using its right tassel to slap Madman in the face, slap Velen Cedric in the face.
I'll slap it back like. "Oh!"
I have no
One
problem
hand
giving
on
the
it.
thing the lamp so this way it can be on its way. I'm just hoping it doesn't lead anybody right here.
Fine, I'm just gonna let go of the bag. And you know what's gonna
you
happen
let-
then.
You let go of the bag, and the carpet completely envelops it.
But it doesn't go boop 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 first.
Madman, as the carpet rolls, you fall off of it,
Okay. Cedric has a like. Uh-oh.
and it does stop slapping you at that point.
That's a barrel roll.
Give me perception rolls. Everyone who's in the room.
I have-
Velen, you've got
2 or something.
I was gonna say, Velen, you have advantage on this.
Okay.
Do Druid to roll one as well?
Did you come in when you heard all the commotion?
No.
Stay outside.
Then no.
Do I have advantage because I have a height advantage as my arc is going, like as I'm flying off the thing?
No.
Okay.
A for effort.
Yeah. Good try, but no.
I can see my house from here. No, that's just a shack.
That's my house, not yours.
I don't see your name on it.
Velen,
It's
with
dirt.
advantage, you had a 10.
That's about right. I should have put more points into perception. So many wriggles.
All of the rest of you, though, notice what appears to be red smoke coming out of the carpet.
Oh. Oh. That's not good. It's burning! Someone get water.
Jovin's just looking at this thing like, okay, you need to stop because apparently you're causing something bad to happen. So you need to relax.
I'm stepping out of the building.
The carpet at this point has stopped moving, just is wrapped around the bag.
I try to use Prestige and
Prestidigitation.
thank you, and try to put out any potential fires.
Okay, you try to put out fires. There are not any.
I know.
Watch as the red smoke starts to coalesce together into a physical form of the upper half of a Ifrit-looking red-skinned being, with the bottom half remaining a column of smoke.
I immediately pull my bow.
You pull your bow, and this being looks down at the carpet and chuckles and says, "Ah, yes, my little guard, I suppose.
Holy shit! The carpet summoned the
I
genie.
can never seem to get rid of you, can I?" And he looks around and he sees Velen and he goes, "Ah, and my master."
Dovin turns to Vel and goes, "Excuse me, what?"
Belen! Is that you
And on
want?
that note, I need to nip to the loo. I'll be 2 minutes.
You attuned to the lamp, you bastard.
Right, so we roll for initiative.
Yeah. Cat is not out of the bag yet. I have many ideas.
I don't know. We let that carpet go. That genie's out of the bag. The cat is
Yeah.
gone.
Nah, I knew something like this would happen. Casey would find a way to get me to admit that I did something. You knew that was gonna happen.
Well, I mean,
a
we
mile
would have
away.
we would just have
Oh, yeah.
asked you, and you would have said, "Yeah."
No, I wasn't gonna tell you guys the entire truth. So there is you guys know that my character had a reason for it.
Yeah.
Whether
I
good
mean,
or
I
bad.
assumed it was for its, examination and, if necessary, destruction.
Two-part, yes. So first of all was to undo or make sure that we didn't fuck up the place. If anybody's going to take the blame or the hit for that happening, I wanted it to be me. So it was good intention, actually. And the second part, destroy the bloody lamp.
All right, guys. Going to the doctor.
So, well,
I think we should wait till Casey gets back.
Yeah,
yeah,
I think that's important.
yeah.
So, Belen.
So, mistakes were made.
Sorry, I didn't say before I left. I could still hear you.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Wireless, yeah. Headphones.
Yeah.
I was away from my mic, but I could still hear.
Always
So,
awkward.
Velen,
Yeah.
So, Velen, why does it refer to you as master?
That's a longer story.
No, it's not. You fucking lied.
No, I didn't.
Also, I want to use Hunter's Sense on the Ifrit.
okay, what does that give you?
It gives me an insight into their natural defenses and immunities, resistances, and vulnerabilities, and what they are.
Okay.
Yeah, I linked it in the Roll20 now.
Damage immunities to fire and necrotic. Vulnerabilities, none.
These guys are badass.
And that's all it would give you.
All right.
No, I'm gonna turn around and say. So you probably have a few questions.
you think?
I'm gonna lower my bow.
I'm gonna sit down. Look, I'm gonna sit down on one knee. Actually, look, I couldn't take all the screaming. I couldn't bear all the deaths that happened in the boiler works.
Right.
That many people couldn't have died. So I did the only thing I could think of, and I followed the advice so far. I'm gonna point at my man. But I didn't want anybody else to take the blame. If anything was to happen, it was me, no one else.
Hey, I like to take credit for my ideas. But
So,
I appreciate you following my wise suggestions and do as I say.
Anyway,
I learned that nothing could be undone because it wasn't our fault to begin with.
Oh.
No, it was my fault, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. He already
Okay.
explained it to me. It isn't your fault. Nothing could be undone because you never did it.
Well,
It was a setup. It was a coup already from the start.
I mean, it could.
So the only thing I can say is that the only goal left now is to figure out how to undo this cursed item.
Cursed? Is
someone
the
else,
genie cursed?
Yes.
someone else attuned to it, and then
No,
give it to the carpet.
it won't work like that. Because anybody else can attune to it, but the damage this thing can do is immense. It needs to be destroyed, removed from existence.
The Ifrit is still
always
standing in the room with us right now
dreamy.
while we're discussing it.
Yeah, I'm openly saying it because I hate magical items like this, like to my core.
If
So if
you
any,
wish rid of the lamp, you could simply free me.
and what damage could that do?
I think that's a double bluff, they call it.
Jovin's gonna look over at the carp and goes, "You okay over there, buddy?"
Yeah, there's a lot
It
of...
kind of raises up one tassel from the lamp and kind of slowly.
You might want to come back over here. Just for now, until we can figure out what to do. Don't want you close to that.
And it kind of very awkwardly kind of hovers away, kind of stumblingly, still holding on to the bag.
You okay there, Casey?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hit the
Yeah,
crinkling.
that's it. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So I'm gonna say, look, I never meant to deceive anybody, but I couldn't bear the guilt. And the more I was alone with my own thoughts, the more I thought about all those lives lost on our hands, or literally our group's hands. I couldn't bear it, and I did the only thing I probably could think of.
Preach!
Be it good or be it bad.
So, what exactly did you wish for? I
To
assume.
undo what happened in the boiler works with your hands specifically.
All right.
Good old...
And he told me that they couldn't be undone because it was never your fault, so it was a wasted wish, which I'm happy for because nothing negative came out of it as well. Now I need to figure out how to destroy this thing. I want to take it back to the order, but I can't until we figure out what has happened.
The enchantment of the lamp can only be destroyed when separated from its inhabitant.
I know, but when separated, there is other consequences to think about.
What would you do, Ifrit, if you regained your freedom?
Can I make an Arcana check about Ifrit?
Yeah, certainly.
$18.
You know that they tend towards evil alignments, and that they are beings of smoke and fire that hail from
Okay.
what would probably be described here as elemental realms.
They would fit in very well with the Rakdos, in other words.
Yeah, they would.
Probably.
Thing is, an Ifrit more on the world isn't too bad, but it's the age of this Ifrit that bothers me. Because he's not like everybody else. He freely gives out wishes. He's bound with internal magic. Okay.
Right, I see what's happening here. Ageism.
Huh. Are all Ifrits able to dole out wishes? Or to grant wishes, I mean?
Well, it's a genie, so I don't know.
A genie Ifrit.
They shouldn't be trusted at all to do anything proper if we were to separate it from that lamp. Let's put it this way. He turns. This is Jury. This is Nifrit. Their only difference is skin color.
That's scary. That's real scary.
I'm not
And
afraid.
magical capabilities.
The Ifrit looks around the door and sees Jury out there, and looks at you kind of with his look of disgust and said, "I would never sully my hands with the blood of others such as that one has." So
my question still stands, though. What would you do with your freedom if you were to regain it?
Gain power.
I would enjoy my freedom.
At what
And-
expense?
For I have been a prisoner of this lamp for more than 10 centuries.
What?
Oh.
Why? Like, what did you do to get imprisoned?
I
Like, hi, I'm Cedric, by the way. Big fan. With the glow thing.
overstepped my ambitions.
Judging from certain things I've heard in the past, I'm gonna assume you poorly worded a wish spell.
Perhaps.
May I come with another suggestions, considering I've only been coming with great ones so far? We don't figure this shit out right now because there's Boros coming, and kind of on a timetable right now. And we give me a chance to do some wishes. What?
Would you like rid of the Boros?
Nope.
I can help you with that.
Nope. We don't need your help.
Can I do wishes? Maybe I should try.
He turns to Velen and says, "All it takes is a wish."
I wish upon a star.
And forgive me if I'm wrong, but if we use up our remaining 2 wishes, you will remain a prisoner for 1,000 years until someone finds you again.
No, the lamp will crumble into dust and he'll be free.
Was that it? I thought it...
Yeah. If they use all 3 wishes, the lamp crumbles to dust and they're free.
All right.
But if we do it over time, it will recharge.
But wasn't there something about it being...
Yeah, after a week.
Who actually identified the lamp?
I did.
Was it you or was it me? I can't
It
remember.
was...
We did one each.
You did the...
Yeah, it says once 3 wishes
Yeah,
from the genie have been granted, the lamp vanishes.
Did I do the carpet or did I
Can't
do
be
the
found.
lamp? I can't
You did the
remember.
carpet.
Did
You
I?
did the
Okay.
carpet, I did the crate.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Or... It doesn't matter because I identified it anyway after a while, so...
Yeah. I don't care either way. I just wanted to check if that.
Well,
like, I'm not trying to be rude here, but I have a cork, and I'm saying that maybe we should put that in there for now, and then we run away, and then we figure out what to do with it. All right?
I would like to confer with my order on this question.
I'm saying that it would be in your... I talk to the genie, or Ifrit. It would be in your interest then to not grant any wishes prematurely, if you wish. Simply because then you would be a prisoner for another 1,000 years.
He just looks at you.
Right, well, we're not going to solve this now. We need to get out of here because somebody thought it was a great idea to sweep my floors.
That's what I'm saying. See, always listen to Cedric.
Yep. Well, yeah, we should get going. Is there another way out of here except from the ones?
Oh, most definitely.
Came? Yeah, good.
Did I know
to be far from here?
No, we're good.
I'm gonna,
we don't need your help.
You can go back into the bottle.
Yes, I can.
Now, please.
Do you
Is
wish
that what
him
you
to
wish
go
of me, master?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, fuck off. I'm just gonna grab the lamp. I'm gonna try to grab it.
I'm gonna give him
the lamp is still enwrapped in a carpet.
Yeah.
I know. I'm gonna walk over to the carpet.
No, you said the carpet waddled over to me, away from that.
No, with the bag. That's why it was waddling. It was holding the bag
So
still.
I'm gonna walk over to the carpet. I don't mind you holding him, but I don't know if this is your wish. I don't know if this is something you want as well, carpet, but I want to, and you can read my intentions as much as you want. I want to get rid of this item because I feel like it's not doing the world any good.
I'm just gonna give Velen the cork. Like, here you go.
Thank you. Can we?
Dovin looks over at the carpet and goes, "You cool with that?"
You did very well on your persuasion there.
Yeah, I think I have a bit in persuasion actually.
You have a plus 10.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm a charisma.
Yeah,
based.
a bit, yeah.
I don't have intimidation, but I do have persuasion in opposite of our Rakdos friend.
Yeah.
I have all three.
Yeah, okay. I just went opposite of you because I thought you went intimidation. I went persuasion. I thought it was funny.
I have deception.
All right.
You guys just coordinated and said, let's be opposites.
Yeah.
Well, I have a plus 11.
It was just fun, right? It was just an idea I had. It was
I
like,
just happened to be
that could
like
be cool.
that, honestly.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
based on you saying that, the carpet does eventually drop your bag.
I'm gonna tell the cop you're more than welcome to come along with us and help out if you want to. I mean, we could definitely use a friend. But my intent is to take him back to my order, and I'm gonna show him my Witch Hunter emblem and find with my order a way to remove this magic item from the world.
That's a no.
What to know?
He doesn't want you to bring it back to your order.
Oh, okay.
This is Dovin telling Velen that as soon as the carpet starts waving its right hand.
Oh,
Its right tassel. We have a method to communicate with it. It just ask it yes or no questions. If it's its left left tassel, it's a yes. If it's its right tassel, it's a no.
oh.
So, I want to repeat my question to the carpet. Are you cursed to be this carpet? And left was yes?
Yes.
Right, okay.
Oh, I understand. Why
Do
carpet?
you want to remain a carpet?
Probably not.
It kind of slowly...
Sarcastically?
Like, no?
Like, unsure.
That was a
Well,
yes.
That was a yes, actually. So.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
I'm like, this
Remember-
is my left right here.
Yeah, remember Casey's mirrored.
Camera's mirror.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's your left. I'm.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell the carpet. I don't know what to call you, carpet, but I'll call you carpet for now. I mean, if you can help me in finding a way.
Right, so guys, let's go.
Yeah.
I don't want to get hang up in
I'm
prison
gonna grab
again.
the bag and I'm gonna put the lamp in there, and I'm gonna hold it up in front of the gin like, come on. I know you guys can't see me, but you get the idea.
Have we picked up the chains, or does anyone have them?
Oh, I have them. I haven't
Yeah.
gotten rid of them.
Yeah.
In fact, I hand the chain that was originally wrapped around the lamp to Velen. One of the chains.
All right, it's a suppressing chain, so if you don't want the lamp to do shit,
Good point. I'm gonna change this lamp up immediately.
yeah, what happens then?
You chain the lamp up. And the Ifrit kind of chuckles and says, I thought you wanted me to return to the lamp.
Oh,
Tell me,
I'm gonna
how
open
does
it
the
again.
magic of a place work if bound?
I'm gonna take it apart again. Fine.
You will need me soon enough. You obviously don't know enough to take care of things yourself.
That's true.
And he kind of just discorporates into smoke.
Can I, while the genie was doing like talking and all that stuff, could I hear the genie from outside?
Yes.
I'm gonna pack it up this.
Hold on.
Uh,
Yeah, he wouldn't. I was gonna say it's like, I really wish this rust would be gone.
But it's still only Velen who can use the
Yeah.
wishes, though. So.
I mean, we don't know that for sure.
Yeah,
so
we
let's-
don't know for sure.
Yeah, let's not test that
Yeah,
on
yeah,
a fucking
fair
rust
enough.
on the sword.
I mean, you certainly can.
Suddenly, there's
certainly
no
try.
rust in the entire world.
I'm gonna lock the lamp down anyhow, in case if he disappears,
Okay.
then I'm gonna put the chain around the lamp and hold
Okay.
him in.
I'm also gonna place the cork in the lamp thing because
And then I'm gonna
obviously that
go
works better.
and I'm gonna go to the blanket. I'm gonna stretch out the hand until we find a solution to this problem, and shake his hand if he takes it, kind of thing.
He does. He presents you a tassel.
Cool. Right, we need to get the hell out of here because the Boros are coming.
Yep, I'll lead us right through the wall that it blew out on me.
Okay.
He points over
Okay.
to a retaining wall where there is obviously char marks and shattered brick and everything.
Zedric, as this keeps pointing out to you, that is a very symmetrical explosion. It looks like it was quite good work.
I mean, I would have asked, like, added a bit more to Flurp, but I mean,
Tovin just looks at Zedric and goes, "It shattered my kneecap. Don't appreciate it."
I mean, it was a good one. Like, if your kneecap is
What?
supposed to be shattered, ow! I'm just saying, if that were to happen, that's how you would want it to happen. Like, you don't want a bad one. That's just a bad story.
No, you're right. I don't want a bad kneecap, but I
No.
have one now.
Well, I'm jealous.
And I'm going to lead them out, and in the process, I'm going to try and make sure we're not leaving any extremely noticeable tracks.
Okay. Roll me survival.
Yep. 23.
That's much better survival. Not that anyone's counting or anything.
Like, I'm doing druidcraft and stuff to, like, blow dirt or create small mushrooms or whatnot, so this way it just
I just Malgar goes, ooh la di da.
I have proficiency in survival. Yeah, I just remembered I put my proficiency in nature instead of survival for some
Cedric
reason.
just go, I wish he would shut up.
Oh.
So where are you headed?
That's a good question.
Hell out of Dodge. From there, we'll figure it out.
Well, we still have our objective, and
We kind of do. We know
Yeah.
now it wasn't his fault, so we need to figure out what happened.
No,
Yeah.
we have another objective.
We have to go figure out if they're working together.
Yeah. The
Huh?
the foreman and the mad scientist that got away.
Molotov.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if we manage to get that done, he will absolve us of our sins, hopefully. And after that, we can figure out what happened to the boil works.
We can always hope.
Yeah. Maybe it's
Might
just
be able-
talk.
Yeah, it's going to backfire somehow.
I want to take it power still out for like a chunk of the city.
You could always just wish to know what happened.
Yeah, but that doesn't give us any proof.
No, exactly.
We need proof.
And you don't want to just use wishes left, right, and center because they. Yeah.
You could wish for proof of what happened.
Well, if we use the wishes, the lamp won't be anyone's problem for another 1,000 years,
Uh-huh.
and
I
it's
wouldn't
out
mind
of
that
our
either.
hands.
I mean,
It's-
that's
You're
It's
so
still that
also.
wording issue that's my problem. That's why I hate the wish spell.
Yeah. So I actually at work sat down and created a ton of wordings, and I was like, you know what? My guy has -1 wisdom. He got no fucking clue how to word this shit. So I'll just come up on the fly with something.
You need to just get a perspective of all the languages in the world and find the one that cannot be misunderstood.
Yeah,
any
exactly.
way.
Yeah, English is
Oh.
a bad language for that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Kim has seen some of my wish wordings before.
Yeah, I have. They
It's
are
like a
funny.
legal document.
Yeah.
A fuck ton of
My
pages.
my longest wish ever. I don't think it was with this group, but I had a wish at one point that was 28 pages typed.
Yeah.
Because you're going, if this should happen, then if, what if, then else if. It's
Yeah.
like,
And the most annoying thing was for the entire group at the time that in order to make it an official wish, the DM made me read the document.
Oh God.
Yeah. So the group was sat there for 3.5 hours while I read this wish.
Oof. Fuck that.
I would have hated you so much.
I was in a dungeon. I was in a game once where where we also had an Ifrit, and it was going around and it was purposely like monkey pawing wishes because it had to grant a certain number of wishes for its freedom. And I became its last wish, and I'm like, this is awfully familiar. And I look at it and go, I wish for you not to grant this wish. And it's just like, uh-oh. Because, like, I think the DM had gotten it from an episode of Extreme Ghostbusters and didn't realize I also watched that show.
So you need to make your first wish ever be one that certainly clarifies that you cannot, that all your wishes will be perfectly within what you intend.
Another good one is if it's a genie and you're doing the 3 wishes. Your third wish is that I wish you never granted any of my wishes. Because again, it causes that endless loop because you never granted any of your wishes, so it never hurt the third wish.
Yeah.
But that backfires like mad because it undoes a couple of things that's happened on the way.
Depends
Yeah,
on
you
how
essentially
bad
go
he,
back in yeah,
it
but
depends
you
on how
just go
bad
back
he
in
fucked
time.
you over.
Yeah. So Casey keeps a document that tracks the actions we do, just FYI. Or at least he used to. I don't know if he does anymore. But he used to track actions we do, so he will backfire that.
He's like
trust me.
timestamp 2 hours 6 minutes. Madman poked his nose.
Yeah.
I do not have timestamps.
It's probably session by session.
Yeah, he keeps a track of session by session and general actions. And I have been reportedly smacked in the face by this many times before. So I've learned my lesson the hard way.
The document for this game is only up to 19 pages.
I'm using OneNote. I don't even know how many pages mine is.
Because someone posted like how long we've been gaming so far. It does not feel like what 2-3 months already.
No, it doesn't.
No.
It doesn't, does it? So
We're on session 8.
We're on session 8 and we missed a week, so we're
But this is what this
9
does.
weeks in. Yeah.
Now you understand how we play for 6 years in a group because we do a lot of shit.
Mhm.
Speak of a lot of shit. Let's get to it.
Yeah.
I actually thought of
So
somewhere
where are
we
you
can go
headed?
to. I thought of some place we can go to. Hang on. Let me double check and make sure I still have that on here.
You thought of some place we could go to. Famous last words.
I know literally the most Italian Sicilian thing to come out of my mouth. I know a guy.
Exactly.
I know a guy. I know a guy who knows.
Hey, I know a guy.
Hey, forget
So-
about it.
I would say I would say that most of my followers are Isit or Azorius, and I'm not much help right now.
Oh, I have.
No, it's not one of my followers. It's one of the random allies I rolled when I made my character.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I also have allies.
Turns out, Curie is not the only Rakdos Dovin knows.
Hey.
Rakdos. So we can go to the Rakdos. Be a hell of a fight.
One of his allies is I found a baby beast and sold it to a Rakdos Wrangler who remains grateful to me. So it is not a follower.
Can you say that one more time?
I know a Rakdos Wrangler who I sold a baby beast to. Like one of the gruel things got in my rot farm, and I'm like, I'm just going to sell this to the Rakdos. And the guy's like, hey, these things are rare. You're my buddy now.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Look, these can eat hearts and heads at the same time. I love it. Thanks.
Now, what we could do is it could be someone Jury knows. Like, it's not one of my followers or contacts, but it's just a person in
Random
Rakdos
guy.
now.
Were we all supposed to roll for random allies? I don't think I've done that.
That's in the that's you don't have to if you don't want, but it's a way to flesh out your character's backstory.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never
have
said you had
contacts.
to. But
Yeah.
You could.
No, I actually need to
Yeah.
change my non-Rakdos contact because
Yeah, I write mine down, so I usually go with like 10 pages of background history.
Anyway, I'm trying to think of who might be able to help us, the Find Broker or the Troll.
well, I have a Demir agent. Technically, haven't used.
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah, I would. Well, I don't think I actually used my Demir agent yet, have I?
Nope.
No.
Casey? All right, I'll be like,
I'm the only one who's dipped into their followers
Yeah.
so far.
Yeah.
well, I have a couple options. I've got person Boros and a Demir we can use if needed.
Boros.
You're friends with a Boros?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what? I don't even want to know how that works.
Let me.
Right. So can we ask this Demir guy if he can get us to the foreman's house undetected?
Boros.
No. Don't go to Mir. It's just gonna end up with me trying to kill them.
Oh, it's fine.
Uh,
They're
I
a
mean-
bit of sneaky
You-
bitches.
you know what's
they're-
funny? That's not a Demir.
No,
I
it's
know.
not.
I
That's
literally
what's
just
her
looked
name.
up. I just looked up Demir art. That's popped up. Like, hey, it's roguish. Cool.
Yeah. That's what's her name. She was the Azorius Maze Runner,
Yeah. She was Azorius, and then she went rogue.
and then she got possessed by Nicobolas.
Yeah,
Don't know
that
how
hasn't
that
happened
works.
yet.
No, we're way. I mean,
And
Dovan
this
goes,
is
if
not
you
that. This is not that person. It's just a piece of what we're using.
Dovan goes, I mean, if you think you know somebody who could help.
Yeah, I haven't pulled a favor with them in a while. They owe me.
So, are they supposed to get us close to the foreman, or? Oh, what's the plan when we actually get to him? Like, are we supposed to just interrogate him, or are we supposed to kidnap him, or what's the deal?
We were
We
supposed to.
just need evidence.
Right. So we should break and entering, steal everything in his house, steal him, steal his wife, steal his kids. No, that's too much.
As
Cousins.
Zederic is rambling off, just Dovan's hand slowly creeps to the back of his head.
I say we kidnap him and interrogate him. You seem to be able to trigger that personality change thing earlier, so
Oh,
maybe
yes.
we can.
That's just word of mouth. We need actual physical evidence.
Sure. That's why we have one interrogation crew and we have one like breaking and entering and finding stuff in his house crew.
Yeah.
Or maybe we take him and then we go and check out this house and then we take it and use it also in the interrogation. There's so many options.
Maybe he might be able to tell us something more about the Pact.
Maybe we should just interrogate him in his house and we can do 2 birds, 1 stone.
Just for clarification, you don't actually know where he lives.
Yeah, we only know where his office is.
Yeah.
We know where his offsite office is
Yeah,
because
and
the sisters told us.
exactly. And he said
Not that
that
I trust him.
and he said it's likely that we can find him there, but I mean, if we're gonna find evidence, it's more likely it's at his home than in his office, I'm guessing. Maybe.
No, because it would more likely be keeping it at home.
Yeah, that's what I said.
What I'm saying is you would put it where you would least expect it to be.
Quick question. What is a Azorius elocutor?
An elocutor.
Mm-hmm.
A lawyer.
No, it's they are also called like blood-sucking cunts.
Does Gary know a lawyer?
Because that's one of the options, and that honestly makes sense.
The elocutors are people that either argue the laws or defend people who are accused of breaking or prosecute people that are accused of breaking the law.
Yeah, because I thought it's the Orsov that have the defense lawyers, right?
No, it's the Azorius.
No, the Azorius have both.
Hang on.
The Orzhov is the bank and the religion.
Yeah, but I think the Orsov have a specific like legal branch.
They have like what do you call them? The people that bail you out.
Yeah.
Bondsman.
Bondsman, yeah.
Hang on, here we have it's the
advocates. They will send advocates. Yeah, they do have
advocates.
people that will argue your case for a fee.
Yeah, advocates. You can aspire to be an advocate, one of Syndicate's lawyers, with duties that include overseeing contracts, representing clients in Azeroth's courts, and prosecuting those who fail to pay their debts.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have this context, so I'm like
that's usually more business law than criminal law.
Yeah.
So my Azorius follower is an elector or executor or whatever it is over at the Azorius. So he is literally an expert in this if we need them.
For what?
Anyway, task at hand.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's go find Ellie. So I asked Dovin to lead us outside, and then I'll lead us to Ellie.
Dovin says, "Do you know where? If you can tell me the closest area, tell me about where she lives in the 10th district. I can get us there through the underground, so we don't have to worry about being spotted up above."
All right, me.
Ellie is your Azorius.
Demir.
Elocu. Oh, she's your Demir.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What kind of a Demir is she? What does she do?
She brings people to jury for him to torture and get info from.
Oh, nice.
So she's a bounty hunter.
Yeah, she's a bounty hunter, and like, yeah.
Such a nice lady.
Yeah, a little setup you guys have there. It's very nice.
Mm.
I'm sure there's that like the sexual tension also.
It's a system.
Well, I do also have an is it as well.
Yeah, let's stay away from the is it for a little while.
Hey!
Dovin looks up.
I mean that in the nicest of ways. It's just that they probably know our faces the best.
No, they all blew up.
I will say my is a guide did survive. So
well, if because you guys are still being hunted, I can go and get your ally contact, and you guys just hide somewhere.
Well, that's the thing. We don't have to really be topside. I can get us pretty much anywhere through the Undercity.
Yeah.
Right, so get us real close to the thing. You go topside and say, "Hey, we're here, friends." It's a bit creepy though. You say, "Hey, you don't know me, I don't know you, but let's go down in this very creepy, no offense, undercover, and just we're gonna meet some friends of mine there."
Well, I was just thinking I was going to go to her and say that, "Hey, Jury needs a favor from you."
Exactly, that's my point.
Well,
yeah, it's best.
A bit of weird bug lady tells me, but guy, lady.
Sure.
Are you unsure as to what I am?
Well, usually I go by the face, but
I pull down my scarf a little bit,
yeah.
and you see it's a male face, but I have these small mandibles on the side of my mouth.
Yeah. All right. I got nothing.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Jury,
Mm-hmm.
you do know that Ellie has a small apartment. Strangely enough, actually in Precinct 1.
All right.
Actually quite near Orzova.
of
I
all the
relay
places,
that.
and Dovin's like, really, of all the places? All right.
It's actually her apartment block actually sits between Orzova and the Vizcapa Bank.
I lead them the way through the Undercity.
And there actually is an undercity entrance into the Vizcapa Bank.
The carpet. Um,
I would not want to go through that entrance just because, they would know what fugitives look like if they're waiting for people.
Hmm.
So,
the carpet is coming with us, right?
yes.
Yeah.
It's currently flying right behind
Well,
Me, I guess.
Velen, yeah.
Velen, yeah.
in that case, I will be
But
chatting
I-
to the carpet on the way there. Like, right. I'm not saying I'm gonna, but like, if I were to take a few strings, could I kind of also get some? Like, I'm trying to get the extra spark, life of spark, all of that
It
shit.
slaps you in the back of the head with a tassel.
Stop doing, Dolan! Did you teach it? Don't teach the
Don't-
carpet that stuff.
Dovin looks back and goes, "Learns fast. Let's go."
Oh, think about it. I mean, you already did the ball thing several times. I think you really have the potential.
It slaps you in the back of the head with the tassels again.
Damn it. Saying. It sparks. You don't spark. It
Poor
sparks.
Zederic, he's gonna wind up with brain damage from all the slaps in the head.
Well, the tassels don't do anything. It's just kind of like,
He's an Aesir. I mean, how much more brain damage can it be?
Exactly.
This is true.
You guys are just like, every time slapping, like, oh, I got a new idea. Oh.
Yeah, that sounds more correct. Yeah.
yeah, it's like you smack the really old school TVs to make it work.
Percussive maintenance.
Yep.
I mean, you saw what happened to the overseer or whoever it was again when we smacked him.
The foreman, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the guy we're going to go see. Now.
Okay, so I would take them not through the Viscopa Bank, but probably another one close by, just because.
Okay. Yeah, there
again,
are a couple others nearby. The only people that you encounter in the tunnels near there are a group of what look to be fairly well-dressed thralls. So, basically, for intents and purposes, zombies. One of whom is pushing a cart down a tunnel, and the other of whom is walking behind him, carrying two boxes of what look to be documents of some kind.
Dovin just looks at them, shakes his head.
You
That's,
said
that's a
Dr.
shame.
I'm gonna look at Dovan. You know, if this was a dull day, I would have gone into fight.
You would be wasting your time. They're thralls. They literally
You-
can
you would-
only follow orders.
You would fight a couple zombie servants of the bank. They're wearing suits with like little
Sorry.
teller name tags on.
I'm Newton. I'm gonna look back. No, I wouldn't fight the zombie servants, but anything down here, I would fight.
I mean, certain things that's fine. Certain things, it's better just to leave them alone.
I'm just picturing the zombie workers from Shaun of the Dead after they have domesticated
That's
zombies.
pretty much what
Yeah.
thralls are like. But like things in Devil looks like things like Deadbridge Goliaths, they're herbivores. They eat the mushrooms. They really only fight you if provoked. You don't have to fight them. Judges only follow orders. If they're not attacking you, you can leave them alone. People have this mentality that because everything down here is rot and decay, it's all evil. It's really not. It's just another aspect of nature.
It's a disgusting
like
part of
Rakdos.
nature.
Rakdos is part of nature too, man.
Agree to disagree.
I'm gonna look over at Rakdos. Did you really just say that?
No.
I guess it's echoing here. Weird echo.
So you do make your way back up into an alleyway, basically behind the Vizcapa Bank. And Jury, after looking around, you realize you're probably less than half a block from the apartment complex.
Mm-hmm.
Ellie does live on the 8th floor.
Got a bit of climbing to do. Go up the stairs.
Is everyone going, or just Jury?
I'm asking, like, should we all go, Jury? Do you think?
It's not that spacious, but
I would honestly say the vast majority wait here by the Undercity entrance.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. We'll be
Because-
lookouts.
I'll come with you, and just in case something happens. Then.
He even said, like, Dovid even says, Malgar, you can sneak up there, but the rest of us kind of stick out like sore thumbs.
Yeah, that was my.
Yeah.
My
I'll be
idea.
lookout. I'll be lookout.
No, he
And
was
I'm-
agreeing with you.
I'm gonna look around. Like I have a carpet with me. I'm wearing full plate armor, and I'm
Yeah.
slightly glowing. And I'm like, what do you mean stand out?
Yes. So, Jury and Malgard's going.
Yeah.
Are going. Yeah.
And I'm not walking directly next to Jury. Just to be clear here, I'm.
Okay.
You guys walk hand in hand like we're
Yeah,
best
yeah.
of friends.
I'm staying a little bit off to the side and trying to stay out of sight.
Jury, you're also aware that Ellie is very often discreet about who she works for.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure.
And why does she work with Jury?
Jur is very good at what he does.
And what it
When
does is
when
very
someone needs to be disappeared, Jury is a very good way to do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's a symbiotic relationship.
You're like a mobile barrel of acid or something.
No, we like what I envision most likely is they say, "Hey, this person needs to disappear." All right, looks like we're having a performance tonight. Like, put a lot of makeup on them, put a mask on so no one knows who they are, and then
Gag under the mask so they can't talk.
well, we let some sound so people can hear their screams, but I mean,
Yeah, you just break the jaw and
Yep.
cut out the tongue first. It's fine.
oh, tongue's usually the first thing to go,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then the fingernails.
See, I got you.
Okay, you're gonna get him demonetized.
I'm
yeah.
not monetized anyway, so
Yeah. He knew that was a lost cause.
Mhm.
yeah.
Gonna get him demonetized.
But I
Uh,
think Jerry would probably put on a cloak to cover
Okay.
the armor and probably take off his helmet,
Okay.
which I believe is the first time, guys. Well, no, because when he was in jail,
Yeah.
when he got
Yeah.
arrested,
It's the
he got
first time
taken.
You guys-
Malgar's seeing him without the helmet.
Yeah, Malgar, who's the only person who's with you right now, is the only person who had not seen you without your helmet.
Yeah, so when Jerry took off his helmet, it's like a male model.
Fabio.
Yeah,
Fabio.
it's like medium length, flowing hair, just like drop dead gorgeous, like a Prince Charming, except it's like That doesn't
It's
match.
I'm just rolling my eyes. It's like,
A sadistic torturer looks like that? Huh?
It's like Christian Bale in American Psycho.
yeah,
Yep.
Oh yeah.
that's
Or,
exactly what I was
The
thinking.
new Zac Efron Ted Bundy movie.
Uh huh.
But
Yeah.
So yeah, you
Oh,
head
yeah.
up into to Ellie's room. You knock on the door.
with the special
Um,
knock, most likely.
Yep, and as she answers, she looks a bit confused to see you. She kind of she looks around and goes, What are you doing here? This isn't where we meet."
It's very urgent. May I come inside?
She kind of looks around to see if there's anyone else with you. Malgar, are you out of sight, or?
Well, at this point, no. Well, it depends on how this, how it looks like geographically, so to speak.
Yeah, we are on the 8th floor of an apartment complex.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
If we're inside, then I won't be.
Narrow hallways.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll be like,
Looks like a fairly low rent area.
I won't be hiding that.
yeah, it's like, I have
cool.
one.
It's cool on the camera.
Ooh, yeah, the blue. I like it.
Ooh. Fancy.
Yeah, I'll be like, I have one. If you want him inside, that's fine. If not, I understand.
Do you trust him?
Hmm.
I don't trust you either,
Eh.
Jory. It's fine.
Yeah. He is proven capable in situations.
She kind of nods and she looks at you, and she looks at Malgar and says, I don't know what he's told you, but if you cause any trouble in my home, I will have to kill you."
I won't cause any trouble.
I'll kill him first if he does. Don't worry.
And she kind of nods and then steps back from the door and waves you in.
The only ones who might cause trouble here is the Boros.
Let
She
me.
admitted Boros. What?
That's.
And she starts looking around, like up and down the hallway.
They're not.
Jerry
with us.
turns. Jerry turns to Malgar. I do the talking. Will you
Yeah.
stay outside?
I figured you should probably tell her.
I will. It's not. And I look out and I'm like, out here. And he steps inside.
Okay, yeah, she leads you in. This is actually the first time you've seen the inside of her apartment.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And it is a tiny place. It is
Like
kind
a
of
Japanese apartment.
maybe not quite that bad, but definitely kind of a New York kind of
Oh, loft.
almost loft kind of, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The kitchen, the living room is all kind of one place. There's a little bit sectioned off to the side where the bed is, and then there's like a small like lavatory bathroom area, and that's it.
So I just sit on the floor and just kind of sit in front of the couch or a chair and
Mhm.
say, probably need to sit down. Take a little while.
She kind of sighs, and then she does.
All right. So for me personally, so I understand because Jerry would know what to say, but
Mm-hmm.
the person we are trying to find is who? Because the name escapes me. I
We're
can't
we
Foreman
are
Court.
yeah
Isn't it?
yeah. We are trying to find out Molotov, who's the foreman, and if he was working with the Antastov Court, who is the crazy scientist that.
No, it's the other way
Nope.
around.
Other way around.
Oh shit! Sorry.
Molotov Cricktroll is the crazy scientist dude, and Antostov Quart is the foreman with the 3. Yeah.
Sorry, I had those two mixed up.
I'm not sure of
Yeah,
the
if you could,
first
like,
name of the.
Paste that in
I have to ask: have any of you worked out yet where Molotov Cricktroll's name come from?
Molotov cocktail.
Molotov cocktail.
Molotov cocktail. Yeah.
Here, it's in
Okay.
Skype. Is. I know I wrote it twice. Fuck off.
That's fine. All right. All right. So do I. All right. So the explosion at the is it factory?
The boiler works.
Yeah.
You weren't part of that, were you?
Not directly. We trying to apprehend someone that got away. And I trust your skills more than mine or the people I'm working with. His name is Molotov. We believe he is working with the Antazdov court. And we believe the Azorius are on his trail. We need you to find it before them.
And just to clarify, this Quart, he has several personalities that trigger through some kind of. Is it mechanism on his head?
No, I forgot about that, yeah.
And we suspect that only one, well, at least one of the personalities might be involved with Molotov.
And I give the best description I can of what I can remember. Just see if I can. Yeah, so pretty sure it was Goblin, right?
No, that was a human, I think.
They were both human.
Yeah, Court was a
Oh.
human.
Okay, yeah, so I thought for some reason it was Goblin.
Grimbob was the goblin.
Grimbob.
Yeah.
Yeah. Talk about the screws in his head that spark. That's the description I can give, and it is. And I reach into my pouch, and I'll pull out 5 platinum. Be like, expediency is key.
She says, "You want me to find an Is It foreman and a mad wizard?"
Yes. Either location or if you can apprehend them, save us time. Location and or destination would be preferable.
Well, I mean, the foreman should be easy enough to obtain for you, but a mad wizard could be anywhere. I mean, the Is It's full of them. That one might take a bit more time.
Cut to.
Do they know that you're looking for them?
Most likely. They know we, not you. We,
Of
how
course,
you
but it
say,
means
we're
that
very.
they will be taking steps to hide.
Yes, but we were very direct.
Especially this Molotov. He's the one, the main suspect, so to speak. We're only interested in Court because he might have information, or one of his personalities might be involved somehow.
Out of character, I just want to add, all his personalities might not know that he's being sought after, so we might be fine.
Yeah.
Just be lucky.
Well, the foreman should be no trouble whatsoever. I could bring him to you whenever. Is that what you want?
Well, it would be a good start.
Yes, it would. And where would the best place be? Oh, you can drop him off at Rakdos. Tell him it's a personal delivery for Jury. They'll make sure he stays where he's at. Go through
I can do
the
that.
usual delivery.
I can have you the foreman by this evening.
That would work.
The other might take a few days. If he
Few
knows
days
he's
is
being
plenty.
hunted, then he'll take some time to track down.
I'll take as much time as you believe is necessary, but expediency is very important.
Of course. She picks up the 5 platinum and she says, "And thank you for the down payment.
Yes.
I'll deliver the foreman before the first bell."
Done. I get up to leave.
I just picturing that every time something gets delivered to Ragnos, they're just hogtied.
Oh,
So this is what I've been saying in my head while I was on mute.
Yeah.
Why are you using your own name? Why are you telling her that we're indirectly involved? Why are you?
It's fine. It's out of
And why
out
you-
of character
why
knowledge.
you-
And considering what you did last session, you should shut the fuck up.
She knows
Wow.
his name. I mean, she's one of his contacts.
mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
She's delivering a package for jury at the Rakdos, which the Azorius is hunting. Oh. We're just
Azorius
making
won't do shit at Rakdos.
Azorius don't go anywhere near the Blood Carnival.
No. But we're just making the assumption that nobody in the Rakdos would turn him in for a free coin, no?
Oh, not Jury. Hell no.
Not to the Azorius, no.
Mm.
I mean, it's an assumption that we are pretty confident with, but yes, it's an assumption. But we're still,
Like,
we're still confident with it.
It's fine. If it doesn't, if
You're
it
fine
doesn't
to disagree with it, but just
No,
be
no.
prepared for saying, "I told you so."
Yeah, exactly. I might say I told you so later on. That's all I need. That's all good.
All I can say is this. Y'all got a nasty habit.
That's the habit of.
Y'all got a nasty habit of bringing things to your guild halls.
We got a nasty habit of screwing up, mate.
You
I
take.
think we should start there.
I'm
Well-
very sure that the Skywajek training area is at Sunhome. You know,
It is.
so you brought the lamp to Sunhome. You're bringing the foreman to Roxmati.
well, Jury probably doesn't live in the guild hall. He probably lives near it.
In
But-
fairness, we're literally in the world of magic guilds. We trust our guilds.
Mm-hmm.
Dovin does not trust Golgari as far as he can throw anybody.
Well,
like
Jury
the
doesn't-
Golgari and the Demir are the least trusting guilds, so I mean
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Jury
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily trust Rakdos Guild, but he trusts Rakdos.
Yeah.
All hail Rakdos.
Yeah.
All hail the flaming demon of hell. He's such
I
a
don't see the
nice
problem
guy.
with that.
But
I mean, he just wants to party.
Yeah.
and kill everyone.
I gotta
Okay,
fight
enjoyment, you know.
for your
Well,
right.
that's called a party. I mean, it's not a party.
can't have
if
a
no one
party
bleeds to
without-
death.
Without a few dismemberments, a few decapitations, halls flowing with blood. You know, that's a party. So
Have you ever heard that old saying? It's not a party until someone loses an eye.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the Rakdos
No,
take that to the
that's
next
not a
extreme.
saying, Casey. That's a take and say from somewhere else.
yeah, go back to the um, place we had the sewer
Back down to
exit entrance thing.
the alleyway, yeah.
Yeah, and all right, to Rakdos we go.
Kind of see Cedric occupying with himself with like practicing the sap thing to his head. Like I kind of did this. And
I was going to say to Jury before we left the apartment, though. Should you maybe inform her about your being wanted?
Oh, yeah. I'm technically always wanted, but
It's true.
just yeah, it's like be careful around Boros and Azores for a little while. I tell
Aren't
it
I
that.
always?
Yeah, more so, especially when you're looking into.
They might have
Right,
some.
you rile them up again.
They might have some overlapping interests with our goals here.
You've riled them up again.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm
So
and then
noted.
I'm like, I I give her 3 more platinum. It's like,
I love his approach. It's like, yeah, I might have riled them up again. They're just a dangerous army, probably the strongest.
Here's
you
more
know.
money.
Well, it
Nice.
doesn't matter. Here's some money. Uh,
I've made mistakes. Let me see if
Yeah.
money can fix those mistakes.
yeah.
just in case.
Not mistakes.
I love
I
the
mean,
like.
it's not as bad as the Orzhov. They literally, in some cases, throw money at the problem.
Yeah,
Some
Yeah, they do.
cases.
all cases, money solves everything. Money is power.
Throw money
No, I
at
mean,
it.
literally, in some cases, they throw money at.
Oh yeah. They throw money. Yeah.
Or
Just
Zav used
make it rain.
payday. It was super effective.
It reminds me of like Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, where you can literally just throw
Oh, yeah,
gold to attract
Yeah.
peasants to oh money.
Yep.
Are they rioting? Throw money at them until they shut up.
I want to point out, for the majority of us, having a warrant from the Azorius is, bad. For Jury, it's Tuesday.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
Yep.
head back.
Yep.
You head back and you meet back up with the group.
All right.
And I think from there, are you heading back underground or where are you headed?
Most likely. It'd be like, all right, so the foreman will be delivered tonight at my home in Rakdos.
So, should we wait just
Well, the
at
Rakdos,
the underground there?
By Roxmati?
Hmm?
By Roxmati?
Your home would be just outside Rexmati, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Just outside of it. You'll be fine.
The internal
that's not-
screaming of Dovin is just so loud you can actually hear it.
What's the sound? It's like a high pitched sound.
I would just stay close to me till we get inside.
That's gonna solve everything.
I want to point out, Boros.
He'll be fine.
I'll get
I
him
just
then,
tell
like-
you now.
I look at your shiny Boros armor and be like, yeah,
yeah.
probably want to wear a cloak.
I'm gonna look at it. If I end up in another fight with another Rakdos today,
I would wear a cloak. And he puts his cloak away and dons his helmet mask.
Just for
Internal screaming
imagery.
intensifies.
there is the art for the Rakdos Guild Hall.
no,
Mhm.
it's brilliant. It's so good.
Yeah.
Oh, what a lovely place.
Yeah,
Oh.
I love it.
Speaking of Boros, I was playing some MTGA earlier, and I'm playing a Boros Feather Redeemer deck.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
They're not.
yeah, it's I won on turn 4.
Yeah, I don't have mine done yet because I still need that 3 mana, or is it 2 mana, the 1/1 that gets double strike, first strike thing. With
No,
all-
I have, what is it, 10 District Legionnaire?
Yeah.
I got 2 of those out on turn 3,
Oh,
and then I had your
any buff.
get a +1, put a +1/+1 on 2 creatures you control until end of turn, which then added another +1/+1 from their ability. Yeah. It was nasty.
It's like, boom, 12 damage. Your turn.
Yep.
Yeah, I like my Azani life gain deck that I have. Every time you gain life, put a counter on this creature.
Yep.
And then every time the creature attacks you, you give it life link so that it gains. Yeah, it gets nasty.
Gideon, what is it? Gideon Backblade or
Blackblade, yeah.
Blackblade? Yeah.
And it's such a ridiculous deck because it's one of those. What's that new 2 mana 1/3 1/3 green creature? Like every time you get a +1/+1 counter, gains 3 lives, and an additional 1/+1/+1 counter or something like that.
I'm not sure.
It's a ridiculous creature. Whenever you proliferate, it becomes like a 5/10 creature in the span of nothing.
Yeah.
Damn.
I still like whenever I have my my projections of Jace, that every time you draw a card, they gain a +1/+1.
Oh God.
And then you have, in that same deck, I have both versions of Jace. One of which allows you to draw a card and then put a 1/1 token on a creature you control, and the other which allows you to mill your opponent and then draw a card.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have the card that can copy any planeswalker that you have in play, except it's not a legendary. I had a game at one point where I had 2 projections in play and 9 chases
Jeez.
from just copying, and this and the other. And I could draw like 15 cards in a turn and give each of those guys +1/+1 each time I did.
Have anybody encountered this blue-red duplicate your own spell, deal 1 damage to opponent's face?
I have encountered a deck, but they didn't get the combo online before I killed them.
Oh, I've gotten a.
Yeah,
It's
fun.
It's had a couple of them that gets it off in turn 4, turn 5. It's fucking nasty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they were either mana stuck or I just kept. I think I destroyed the planeswalker. Viable.
I've seen many of them running around. It's like, oh, this I don't know what the Facebook is called, but deal 1 damage every time a spell is recast.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, eh.
Yeah, I think I was playing my mono red burn deck and I just destroyed everything that came out on the field.
Yeah. Anyway, guys,
But
I think we are going to call it there for the evening as the group meets back up and heads underground. So I'll give you a bit of time to talk amongst yourselves through the week about your plans next. And then next week we will head to Rex Money.
All right.
Sounds good. I'm a dead man. But in fairness, I thought I was dead before this session, so you know.
All right, guys.
Alright.
Take care.
I mean, think of it this way, though. If it gets really bad in Rex Money, you could always wish to leave.
Or you could just always wish Rakdos dead.
I know you can't see my face now, Casey, but I know you can imagine it right now.
I imagine
yeah.
someone tried that, and that's why he went into slumber once before.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because
I
they
wish him
always try
gone.
to kill Rakdos.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always try to kill Rakdos, and he's like, oh, I'm just gonna take a nap.
Yeah.
Not that it affected him, like, oh, how they're trying again. Oh, now I'm tired. Oh, shit.
I'm
Wake
actually
me up
gonna
when
sleep.
you guys are dead by old age.
Right. Later on, guys.
All right,
Yep,
bye.
later.
See you guys next week.
Yeah, see you.
See you next week.
Adios.